India and the United States are holding talks on trade starting today. A team from the United States, led by Deputy USTR Rick Switzer, will be meeting Commerce Secretary along with his teams, and these talks on trade agreement are beginning today, and this is to advance negotiations on a broader level. Now, remember, just yesterday, Donald Trump fired another salvo at India for allegedly dumping rice into the American market, perhaps to gain an upper hand as far as negotiations are concerned. So as far as trade talks are concerned, we've been given to understand by Commerce Secretary in the past that these talks are happening on multiple tranches simultaneously. However, the focus is largely going to be on a package which can address concerns of both the sides, and that can be delivered by the end of this year. And this package will address oil and reciprocal tariffs, and that is near closure. But the question is, will this deal be sealed by the end of this year? Well, there's no clarity on that, even though there is intent from both the sides to close that package deal by year-end itself. In fact, the Commerce Secretary stated a couple of weeks back that it's only a matter of time before this decision is taken. A political call on this needs to be taken. In fact, via this visit, which, by the way, is not a formal round, both the sides remain hopeful of signing a framework deal by the end of 2025. And both sides, through this deal, are trying to sort of communicate that communication channels are being kept open to keep bilateral ties on track. Now, this even as United States Under Secretary of State for Political Affairs Alison Hooker is on an India visit till December 11th to deepen economic and trade ties. And there is a humongous focus on increasing exports to America, tech and space industries. Now, this is, of course, part of United States' efforts to renew its ties, to stabilize ties with India. India, in the past few weeks as well, has increased its oil imports from the United States. It even signed a 10-year defense pact with the U.S., and oil PSU companies also signed a one-year agreement with the United States to import LPG. Now, the fact that these visits come on the heels of Russian President Vladimir Putin's India visit, where the two nations reinforce their strategic and economic ties, does send out a very strong message.